Welcome to 2021 and welcome to the Commercial Real Estate Investing from A to Z podcast. I'm your host, Steph Boldrini. This podcast is for everyone who wants to learn about investing in commercial properties. We get the best people in the industry to give you straightforward and practical advice that you can actually use in your investing. As you guys can see, we changed the intro. I wanted to make it shorter and more concise. And so in today's episode, I want to talk to you about setting goals for your investing this year. I think 2021 will be a great year for a lot of investors, and you guys have been taking the time to learn as much as you can. And so it will be a great year to put all of that to work. And so I'm going to go over some of my 2020 goals and show you guys that it's also important to look back at our goals, see what you have accomplished, what you didn't accomplish, and also why you did not accomplish. And in this episode, I will also be talking about a group that I literally just decided to create for all of us to hold each other accountable. Yes, it will be paid for because this is how people hold themselves accountable, by having some skin in the game. It's definitely a nominal fee. Where I'm going to talk about this at the end of the episode for whoever wants to join a weekly call for the entire year so we can keep each other accountable with our real estate goals. I want to clarify, I'm definitely 100% not getting into the real estate education world. I think we all make a ton more money by actually doing the investing than teaching people. And so this is literally just for all of us to hold one another accountable. So let's jump into goal setting. As I look back at my 2020 goals, I have accomplished some of these goals, but not all. When you are setting goals, obviously you want to look at different areas of your life, and I'll share with you my goals for 2020 and what got accomplished and what did not get accomplished. So I'll very quickly share the non-real estate goals first, because we all have different areas of our lives besides real estate. Faith is number one, and faith is always going great. Thank God, very blessed. Health is number two in my opinion, so that's always a check for me, thankfully. It's one of the things that I have always made a priority. Love is a complete disaster. God has a plan, they say, and I have yet to see that plan. Family side, check. I have a great family, and we see each other often. The fun side, also check. I have great friends and plenty of opportunities to have fun. But now on to the juicy part, real estate. So here were some of my goals for 2020. Buy land. I definitely accomplished that. It's definitely not the nicest piece of land by any means, but that was accomplished. It's so funny how it happened. I wasn't even thinking about this goal that I wrote down, and when I looked back, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I actually bought some land this year. Another goal was to have a specific net worth. I accomplished 75% of that number, so I am short 25% of that goal. Another goal was to buy 3 commercial properties. I ended up buying 4, so that is 25% more than my target. And another goal was that I wanted to create what I call the Full Circle Project, which is a big retail center focused on tenants that are health conscious, like salad bars, meditation place, a yoga studio, juice bars, healthy food, healthy mind, holistic doctors, and so on and so forth. And this one did not get accomplished, did not go far, although I did find a great partner for that. I had a few more goals, and all in all, I would say that I accomplished about 50% of my goals. And when I look back and I say, okay, what went wrong that I did not accomplish 100% of my goals? And we all know why we did not accomplish our goals. So it should not take a lot of time for you to figure out why you did not accomplish XYZ goal. And hint, hint, it's not COVID's fault. So the biggest issue I see in not accomplishing the rest of my goals is that my official accountability buddy and I did not follow up on our calls. And that was both of us. We did not hold each other accountable with our calls and our goals. Another serious part of this is that I did not block part of my day to really look at what is the most important thing that I can do that day to help me get closer to my goals. And take a couple of hours to just do that before getting into emails, before everything else. When we're having this 1 or 2 hours for ourselves in the morning, I think is really, really, really important to always include the thought of how can I increase this by 100 times? Some people say 10 times, and I think 100 is even more powerful because it really gets you thinking outside of your box. Like, who is my richest friend that would be super interested in investing in real estate? Or who is the most well-connected friend of mine that has other high net worth friends that would love to invest in a real estate syndication? Or what is the property that is going to give me the most return for my time? Definitely not car washes, I can tell you that. So let's move on to one of the most popular forms of goal setting, and that is called SMART. Having specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals. So let me give you one example of one of my goals for this year. I want to partner up with a friend who is an architect and has a lot of experience in not only remodeling things, but also adding things to spaces, and not only in the single family space, but also in other commercial and multifamily space. So we want to start small and we want to build this relationship and grow from there. So that is the goal, to get into the real value add through development and improvement of a property business. What is a measurable number for that? So I want to buy and exit 12 properties or 12 units with this friend in the Bay Area, which is where we live, this year. We're going to be buying homes or multi-unit properties at some point. She will take care of the renovations and the additions. I'll take care of the rest, and then we're going to exit. Now let's move into the attainable. Are 12 units attainable? Yes. She said that she will be comfortable managing even 10 projects at a time. So 12 projects in 1 year, I think, is very, very doable. Is it relevant? Yes. Homes right now are selling like hotcakes, and this is also a great way for us to not only make sure that we work well together, and also for us to be able to see and learn what other areas we can grow exponentially. So the last part of the SMART format of goal setting is for your goal to be time-bound. So we are already in January. I think it's realistic that we start with one property by February. So starting to reach out to lenders and real estate agents to help us with the properties, and then fundraise whatever we need for the project and start working with the contractors. So this is an example of a SMART goal for the year, which is the SMART format. And I really want everybody to thrive this year, because there are going to be many opportunities for everybody to thrive. So I urge you to set your goals this week for yourself, for your real estate investing. And if you want to join our group, Even if just one person signs up, I will be doing these calls every Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. If more than a handful of people sign up, I'm going to schedule another time a little bit later in the day. But as of right now, we're going to definitely have this goal setting group started. It'll be $20 a month, or even better, $200 a year. So you really commit to the entire year for yourself, and you get 2 months off. And again, I really want to clarify that I do not want to get into the business of real estate education. $20 doesn't even pay for an Uber ride here in San Francisco, but I really think that we can help one another out. And the reason why it's important to charge is so that people take it seriously. I have given a ton of free advice last year, and after I give people their first homework and I tell them, when you're done with the homework, send me an email and we'll schedule the next call, nobody follows up. And so that is because they're not paying for it. There is no skin in the game for them to show up. And so this really is to help all of us thrive and really keep ourselves accountable. And this is something I always wanted to do, is to create a Slack channel, and this will be part of it. I'm going to create a Slack channel for everyone who will be part of this goals group. We're going to have different channels for people to talk about different asset classes or issues that they may be having. Right now, I don't even have a formal page for you guys to sign up for this. So you just have to PayPal at the link below under show notes if you want to participate. As of right now, again, the calls will be on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. If we get more than a handful of people, we're going to have another time later in the day. And I hope to at least see one person there so I can hold myself accountable too. Again, I do think this year will be incredible for real estate investing. There is a lot of money out in the market, and there may be some distressed properties out there as well. So we are going to have our very first call on January 14th. I will be sending you a couple of goal setting sheets that you should fill out by the 14th. So that'll give you guys a full week to do that and really think about your real estate goals. It can be literally anything. And again, if you don't have money to invest in real estate, that's okay. You can always raise money. So this is for everybody to work together and help one another out and hold each other accountable. I hope this episode was helpful to you guys, at least in sharing how I create my goals. I want to thank one of our latest reviewers, Carter King. Exactly what I was looking for. As a new investor, this is exactly what I was looking for. I tried a couple of other podcasts, but they lost me with all the fluff and guests. Stephanie gets right to the point and really dumbs it down for someone like myself to understand. Thank you for a great podcast. Can't wait to listen to more episodes. Thank you so much, Carter King. I am so happy that you are learning and you like our straightforward way of doing things. If you guys are learning just like him, please write us a review so we can keep reaching more people and growing our real estate family. See you next time.